Hi guys, it's Anne here, and this video is an update on the finishing of my 3-month no-buy, and just to talk a little bit about my whole year in doing sort of a low-buy strategy for 2018. So let's just get right into the things that I did buy in October, because I did buy some repurchases, and I did buy one thing that was a want. It was not a need, it was not a replacement, and it is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Palette Volume 4. So you can see my tripod there. I have no regrets, but it was really expensive. So I paid $107.35 for this. As I said, no regrets, but if you want to see my video on this, I'll link it down below. Definitely super, super pricey. My only regret is that I rushed out to buy it in October. I feel like I could have waited. The VIB sale for me, because I'm just regular VIB, is in a few days, and by the time you see this, it'll probably be on, and I bet you this will still be available, and I'll be really super annoyed that it will be available and I could have got 15% off on it. However, last year when I waited for the sale, this sold out, so we'll see. Let's see if I royally screw that up. If not, it is what it is, you know, c'est la vie. The next thing I bought as a replacement item was the Dove Refresh Care Unscented Dry Shampoo. Now, I was going to buy the Batiste one, but when I was in the store to purchase this, the Dove one was on sale, so of course I bought it because it was like $3.99 or $4.99, because I paid $5.64 in total for it. Now, I will tell you this, don't buy the unscented. It smells so chemically. It's terrible. It's not so bad on the first day when you spray just a little bit, but if you're like on 3-day or 4-day hair and you're like going ham with this, like spraying like crazy on your head, it smells terrible. I definitely recommend getting a scented version. I thought unscented just might not have any smell at all. I realize now that they have these scented ones to cover up the stinky chemical smell of whatever the heck is in dry shampoo. Which is probably so not safe for us. We're gonna find it in like 10 years that dry shampoo is terrible and people are gonna freak out. So I'll go back to using like baby powder. Anyway, tangent. And then the next thing that I bought was this Life Brand Green Tea and Cucumber Bubble Bath. So this is the bubble bath that I buy all the time. Not necessarily this scent, but I usually buy this big bottle because it lasts me a long time. And I like it. It's usually very lightly scented, and it doesn't, and it foams up really nicely. So I can't complain. It's good. And I paid $6.77 for that. And the last item that I purchased in the month of October was this aloe vera gel. I talked about this again in my empties video, that I bought a replacement for the NuFace gel. The NuFace gel, the NuFace is the like device that you put on your face, and it's supposed to help with like firming and stuff. And I don't like the gel that comes with it and the gel that they sell. First of all, it's way too bloody expensive, and second of all, it's like super thick and sticky. And you're supposed to be able to leave it on because it has all these good nutrients, but I hate leaving it on. It makes my skin, yeah, like I'm paranoid that it's going to make me break out. It's so sticky. Anyway, looking online and watching other people's videos, aloe vera gel is kind of like the #1 recommended replacement. There's other things that you can use, but this one seemed to be the most accessible type of thing to buy. I bought this Art Naturals aloe vera gel. It's basically like 99.8% natural. It has really nothing in it. I bought it on Amazon, and I paid $17.95 for this. It's cruelty-free. Looks like it's made in the US probably. So this is the issue I have with this. I think I might be allergic to it. I've used aloe vera plant before, like straight up from the plant. I had a burn on my wrist when I was in Costa Rica a few years ago, and I like basically put the plant right on, it felt so good, right on the burn, and I had no issues with it. But it's weird, and I don't know what to do. So it doesn't happen every time I use it, but sometimes when I use it, my face sort of goes super red. You know, like when you get flush, like you have like a hot flash, or you just get like super hot and you get flushed. That's basically what's happening. And it sort of progresses, so it'll just sort of happen, and then my face is like red and white blotchy, you know, like when you like get a flush or like you get super hot and your face goes like blotchy red and white. They'll do that for like a few minutes, and then it subsides. And then I have no other adverse reaction. Like my skin's not breaking out, it's not drying out, it's not burning my skin in any way. it's just, I don't know if it's this one specifically or there's something about the gel. Has anyone else ever A, used this brand, or B, ever had a weird reaction to aloe vera? I'm considering buying another aloe vera gel that I saw on Amazon. It sounded like it was more like a gel. That's the one thing I don't like about this one. This one says it's aloe vera gel, but it's very watery, so it's hard to use. So I feel like if something's a bit more gel-like, it might be easier to use. So yeah, I'm not too sure how to progress with that, but anyway, I'll figure it out. So in total for the month of October, I did spend $137.71. So it was a bit pricey, mostly because of that one item that was $107. Otherwise, my total for the month would have been about $30 for replacements. So over the 3 months of August, September, and October, I spent $204.94, or that works out to about $68.31 per month. Just to recap, my totals include hair, skincare, and makeup. So I feel like that's not so bad, but it's not really that great either. I could have done better. So I wanted to talk about some of my thoughts on doing an explicit no buy, plus my sort of low buy philosophy for this whole year and how things have been going. So I found starting off the no buy was not too difficult. In July, I bought a few things for my birthday, and I kind of knew that August there wasn't really anything I did want to buy. And September I thought would be fine. I knew October would start to get a bit tricky because that's when you start hearing stuff about the Sephora VIB sale, but overall I didn't think it would be too bad. And August wasn't that bad. I found September through October though was really difficult. So the first thing that was tricky was I do have FOMO on I think it's the Too Faced White Peach palette. I'm not sure the name. I'll put the name and the picture on the screen. I know it's not everyone's favorite palette, but the colors in this palette, and I've seen it in the store, is definitely suited to me. I do like the lighter pastels, lighter softer washes of color, and I have a bit of FOMO because it was on a weekly wow and I didn't get it because I was on the no buy. If it does come up on sale again, hopefully, I will probably buy it in the future. Then I found through mid-September and October, so I started a new job mid-September, and it is a bit more of I don't want to say stressful job, it's just stressful learning new things, meeting new people, trying to make a good impression, trying to do a good job. I'm one of those people, when I learn something new, I go like all in, and so I expend a lot of energy because I want to learn everything I can as fast as I can. And it is exhausting. And I found for myself that I actually use makeup as a reward. What do I buy as a reward? You know what I mean? There's only so many fancy coffees you can buy. And again, I don't like to do that because I know there's too much sugar in fancy coffees and I don't really like it. I don't buy a lot of clothes. I don't buy a lot of stuff because I live in a small space. I do other things, like, I'll go to the movies, or I have memberships to some things. But again, it's not that immediate reward. There's not an immediate satisfaction to it. So it was just very interesting to learn that about myself and really see that I'm so drawn to using makeup as a reward and not purchasing makeup because it's something that it's fulfilling a need. I don't know if that makes sense, but it was just very interesting. The other thing that I've noticed too is because I realized that about myself, I have been avoiding drugstores because that's where I buy that type of stuff. So I'll buy like $5 lipstick. That's how I have a million lipsticks, because I do like them. Like I do genuinely like to try different lip products, and I love trying different makeup items, and I get a lot of satisfaction out of it. So I found for this year, I've been spending more money at Sephora than I've ever spent before, and I'm not spending a lot at the drugstore. So that's kind of put me in an interesting situation. So word of warning, November I am spending more money, quite a bit more money already, partially because, well, I've already bought some skincare stuff because I ran out of a bunch of skincare in October, and I've already purchased some eyeshadows online. So I do want to shift my channel a little bit, and one of the things I want to shift to is more indie brands. Specifically, I want to look at some Canadian brands as well, but indie brands and Canadian brands. I want to look at some K-beauty as well. So, and drugstore, because I feel like I've lost my drugstore roots I haven't been buying things that I feel like are affordable, and I want my channel to reflect that. So I have been spending a lot more at Sephora. So I am about $340 from being Rouge. This is probably the closest I've ever been in my life to being Rouge. I am definitely going to, cross that bridge and spend the $340 to become Rouge. I've never been Rouge before. I do want to see what it's like. Is it any different? Will I continue to be Rouge? I don't know. So going forward, the month of November, I already have a lot of planned purchases. I know I want to buy a bunch of stuff. December, I may not buy as much because I'll be spending it on like family and Christmas things and some other stuff. But next year, my spending habits are going to be a little bit different because I do want to spend money on investing into my channel and investing in buying stuff to review. In the past, the reason why I want to do that, in the past I haven't been able to afford that sort of luxury of spending money on multiple items. So I've always been very cost conscious and I want to make sure I buy the best thing. So I feel like I'm sort of coming full circle. I am in a place now where I do have the disposable income to spend on this type of thing. I don't have any major debt. I have a very good job that I, can afford these things. So I do want to use this opportunity to put investment into my channel, put investment into buying what I think are good products and testing them out and reviewing them on my channel. I hope that makes sense. So it will seem like I'm spending a lot more. And again, I'm not sure next year, if I continue to do this channel, how I'll track that, because I still want to be transparent in terms of how much money I'm actually spending, because I think it's important to hear that. I think it's important to be realistic. What I'll be spending on my channel to review things is not necessarily, the whole point is to hopefully save other people money, because I've gone through the effort of reviewing it and giving my feedback. I hope that makes sense. So I hope this information has been helpful. The no buy was not nearly as successful as I thought it would be. It really was. I basically had almost the exact same mentality as I did with my low buy. The only exception was I really was not buying anything else unless it was a replacement. A little bit of a serious video, a little bit of a downer. It's like the psychological analysis of makeup buying. It's a strange, strange beast. And I don't know if I'll ever understand it, why I enjoy makeup so much, but I do. I hope you liked this video. If you did, feel free to give it a little thumbs up down below, and I would love it if you did subscribe. I'm so close to 100 subscribers, and I did promise that if I do reach 100 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway. So I'm already planning what's going to be in that. It's going to be not too big, but something, just sort of an appreciation. I know 100 does not seem like very much, but I think of like 100 people standing in front of me, and that freaks me out. That's a lot of people. And for me, it's important to give back and appreciate that you do take some time to spend some of your day listening to me natter on about makeup and things. So I hope you do have a really good day, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.